What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding! Today's topic is, what do we have to do to prepare for the Saints? If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all. Leave a comment down below if you feel inclined to do so. Let's dive on it. Why am I posting a video about the Saints when we're about to play the Bears? Strap yourselves in because you're about to find out. The Saints have now played against the Minnesota Vikings, who are on our schedule, and barely beat them. They have now played the LA Chargers, went to overtime, and barely beat them. You see where I'm going with this, folks? This is why I'm talking about the Saints right now. Now, if we cannot get these things accomplished and solved before the Saints game, and I'm going to make that list for you in just a minute, then we're in deep trouble. But there's hope. So, here's the thing. Which Saints team are we going to see when we play them? Are we going to see the current Saints team? Because if we see the current Saints team that barely beat the Vikings and barely beat the Chargers, we're going to give them a heck of a battle. They're not going to be expecting what we're about to bring to the kitchen. Because we're about to bring everything. We're about to bring the entire buffet into New Orleans for that game. Now, here's the problem with that theory. The Saints are playing below their standard. We all know this. The standard Saints team would have won both of those games easily. That Chargers game would have never went to overtime. We all know this. Because let's look at the facts. They are not up to their usual standard. These guys are eyeballing 12 to 13 wins on the season. If you look at their schedule, 12 to 13 wins. Now, I didn't say all of them were going to be easy wins for them. I said 12 to 13. And that includes us. Depending on if we split with them or we lose both games to them. Now, a standard Saints team, if we played them right now, would beat us by 10 or more. Probably between 10 and 14 points. And no, I'm not joking about that. We all know it's true. Let's be real. This is a real channel here. I don't sell you fluff. I don't sell you nonsense. I tell you like it is. So, what are the priorities that we need to work on? And how should we approach that Saints game? That Saints matchup? No, I'm not looking ahead. No, I'm not expecting a win over the Bears right away. I'm just stating the facts. This is about the Saints in this video. This isn't about the Bears. That'll be in a separate video. That will be coming in the preview video later on this week. But what issues do we need to work on to prepare for that Saints team? How should we prepare? Which Saints team should we prepare for? We should prepare for the standard Saints team. And let me tell you why. Because you never know when that Saints team is going to wake up from its slumber and play up to its full potential. And I just hope it's not against us. They have one team before us. So we need to prepare like they are going to play like they typically do. So the list of priorities that we need to work on are simple. They're the same ones that we've been trying to fix in-house for the past 5 weeks. Number 1, sealing off the edge. If we don't do that, Kamara is going to have a field day and run circles around us. Just like Todd Gurley did last week. Number 2, scoring in the red zone. We struggled again to do that in the first half versus the Falcons. But we fixed it in the second half. Granted. So, we backtracked a little bit in the first half, but we fixed it. So, we got to make sure that's taken care of and make sure that we are able to score touchdowns against the Saints because they will not let up when they start scoring on us. I can guarantee you that. When these guys are playing up to potential, they will score at will on us. So we have to play defense accordingly to stop that. We have to stop Kamara. We have to stop Brandon Cook. We have to make sure that these guys do not get the same offense against the Vikings, against the Chargers, that they're about to get against us. We got to play better than them. And did I say Brandon Cooks? I probably got the name wrong. So I apologize about that if I did. But, you get my point. We got to play tighter defense on these corners, and I'm going to get to that. Tackling is number 3. It remains a major concern despite the improvements. We've missed some tackle opportunities that we could have capitalized on. And again, Matt Rule is working on that. That is tackle angles. He's already on it, folks. So don't worry about that. But it still remains a major concern. We've got to shut that issue down. Otherwise, the Saints will have a field day and shred us like cheddar cheese in the secondary. So, number 4, pass rush. Yes, it has improved, but it's not nearly enough to handle Drew Brees when he's playing up to his standard. And that Saints offensive line when they're playing up to their standard. Now, we have had a lot of issues with pass rush against that offensive line in the past. So, I don't expect that to change. So, it's going to be an issue going forward. And all of these issues, I'm making a priority for us for the next 2 weeks. Finally, pass coverage. We allowed a lot of short passes to be caught for short yardage, which is okay in certain situations, but in other situations, we got to try to knock these balls down if we can. We haven't been doing enough of that, but I saw a little bit of it in this past Falcons game. So, if we can successfully do all of those things, then we will be prepared for the Saints in 2 weeks. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. It's going to be a challenge, folks. But we got to start making progress on these goals and get it done this week. Otherwise, if the Saints come in playing at their full potential, we're in big trouble on that game day. I can tell you that right now. So, this is how the Bears game fits into this. We can start working on it this week. Today, we can start working on these issues and really put the pedal to the metal. We've got a timeline to try to get these done. I don't want to push the timeline too hard on management, but if we can successfully get all of this done and not regress, also the offensive line not regressing, we should be fine and ready to go against the Saints. And if they bring their mediocre team below standard Saints team, I call it mediocre, but because I know that that's not the Saints team that has played us in the past. And that's why I call it mediocre. Because I know that they've got more in them than that. I know what they're capable of when they play at their full potential. These last two games, that ain't it. Sorry to disappoint Saints fans, but that ain't it. Y'all know that there's more in that team than that. Panthers fans, you know there's more in that team than that. That's why we got to be ready. We cannot let this opportunity slip by. We cannot let these days slip by without working on this stuff and making sure that we are shored up. And when we show up in that Saints game in New Orleans, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready to hit them with a full kitchen sink of what we've got. And we'll be able to match them on that day. If we aren't prepared, if we let even two of these things go and aren't ready, they're going to mop the floor with us for 14 points. You think I'm joking? You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Panthers fans that have been riding with us for this long, you guys know. You guys already know what I'm talking about. So, will we be prepared? What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know. Let's get to work. We're in a timeline. Keep pounding.